Hello, I want to share with you today some empathic traits and gifts because I've had people ask me this question, and it has to do with observing and not absorbing, and I've shared this a little bit before, but I'm going to touch base on it again to help some people. So when we are an empath and we engage around in certain environments with other people, you will notice that you'll pick up or absorb their certain energies. People seem, and even myself at times, are still dealing with some of the learning process of dealing with how to isolate each of the other energies and identifying yours, so this way you're not absorbing as you are observing. This usually entails with your day and how you start it. When you first wake up, this is why a lot of people will spend time quietly with themselves, meditate or ground to find their center. And what they're doing is identifying the feelings that they have that day. Of course, we know we can alter and change our feelings and transmute the energies as needed, but we are staying on this understanding the concept of how we are dealing and learning how to isolate, identify, and observe and not absorb. So it all goes back to how you start in your day and grabbing some meditation when you first wake up, whether it be in the Bible, some word, simple meditation with yourself, simple walking in the ground, grounding, finding your power element or your universal element is what I say, that goes back to your astrological charts: air, fire, earth, water. Those things will help you ground and find a center. So like I said, you begin with the meditation for your day, and you're isolating how you're already feeling for the day. If you put yourself into a good mood, most of the time you'll notice that your day will generally be decent and in a good flow. But let's say you woke up with a little bit of anxiety because something from the night before, some stressful event in the morning, water pipe broke, you name it. Chaos in its form. So if you're already feeling your own anxiety, or whatever it is that's troubling you in your day when you start it, you'll need to identify that within yourself first. Realize, okay, I have these anxieties, and see, or whatever is troubling you, and see, being an empath, that anxiety of the day, when you get around other people in an environment, you will notice that you will start to absorb that because you're already not vibrating at the level that you should be, which is a happy, loving, engageful mood. Instead, you are basically kind of putting yourself back. Well, as an empath, that makes yourself separate, but when you separate, you also start absorbing people's emotions because you are already vibrating at this anxiety level, so more anxiety is easy to come into you, because we all speak in the term of everything is magnetically attracted. You reap what you sow. All this is true to the universal laws of knowledge and how it works, and the laws of attraction. So if an empath that's already in anxiety goes around other people that are in anxiety, you're going to pick up on that more, and then you're going to start picking up on everybody else's feelings too, because that anxiety turns into stress, turns into fear, turns into everything else at a lower vibration. So now you're going to be picking up on everybody else that is around you in whatever situation or wherever you are. Whether it be, for instance, I'm at the laundromat today, so the people that I'm engaging with depends on how my frequency level is already at. If I'm anxiety, I will have anxiety from their anxiety. So what you do here at this point, when you start realizing you're being, what I call it is, it's overstimulated, really, is what it kind of is, because empaths, we are sensitive to a lot of the lights, magnetic frequencies, electronics, different things like this. So you are absorbing all this energy in and having to learn to identify yours from theirs. And this is why it's important to go ahead and meditate first in your day, to go ahead and find your center. That's what all this relates to when people say find your center. That is who you are at the moment of your day. And see, just like that, perfect example, as I'm sitting there popping this video, somebody pulls up and I felt the frequency change a little bit, so I went ahead and adjusted myself and pulled myself away so I could stay in focus with you. That is how you identify your own feelings also. I sensed an energy change because my frequency was with you, and outside energy came in. I felt that, and I removed myself from that so my focus can stay with you. This is the same thing that you'll need to learn to do when you're identifying your own feelings when you're amidst a crowd of people and that anxiety is kicking up and you're feeling everybody else's vibrations, because you are a vibrational person, empath. You're not going to get past that unless you just say, I don't want your gifts anymore, and I suggest not doing that. You're a vibrational person, and everything in this beautiful universe, this beautiful earth, and even in the 3D realm and the other realms of dimensional perspective, everything vibrates. Light is the source code of vibration through all energy, frequency, and vibration totality. Everything generates from the light, just as you always heard. Going back to isolating your feelings from other people in a crowd. It's going to be difficult. I'm not going to say not. I apologize. It's going to be difficult because as you practice these on a daily, you'll be getting around people and the vibrations are like a sine wave that'll do like this. And that's why whenever you get into, when you're in a happy mode, let's say you're fixing to go out with some friends, everybody's in a great mood, your vibrations are high. That's why when you go out like that and everybody's vibrations are already high, you go to places your vibrations are high and normally you have a really great time. For empaths, a lot of us have the difficulty because of the anxiety. We are already picking up on our own vibrations of everything else, already overstimulated. From all the added extra light flashes, even the cell phones, TV, all of that. The electromagnetic waves through even the cell towers and electrical lines, all that affects you. So isolating other people, you'll have to be able to see a crowd of people and immediately ground yourself. And this is another practice you'll have to get into, to where you take yourself and push yourself out of that crowd situation, focusing on your center. But it has to be done very quickly because you don't have time to really meditate. And you'll learn that meditation is an all-day thing, really, once you start to understand that it is focused prayer, and you hear that we are always continually in prayer. So once you have begun to isolate yourself back and pull your feelings back to yourself, then when you go engage with these other people in a crowd, you can already have basically your own toroidal heart barrier, auric field protector, however you want to word that, going. So that way, when you interact, your magnetic field, whenever you interact and orbit another person, and their energy is off from yours, you'll learn how to take that energy in, transmute it back to the light frequency needed to interact with them. And that means sometimes it could be a different color-coded light pattern. You are vibrating at their level so you can interact with them. Does that make sense? It's kind of like the awakening process. Some people you can discuss levels of your awakening and what you found out to be your truths, and some people don't get it. It's the same kind of concept. And when you are engaging with others, always remember, if you are shining your light, then you'll see the light within them as well. And it's always through the windows of the soul. I hope that helps you today. Remember, as an empath, you're going to feel so much and everything over and hyper-stimulated. You're overstimulated already. Take some time to ground out, meditate a little bit. You'll learn that the meditation doesn't take hours. You can quickly do it in a few minutes. And that way, while you're in the crowd of people, you can quickly pull yourself in, center in, grab yourself, and then move forward in the engagement and what you need to do to meet these people. Check out this horse coming up as I'm over here talking. That is what it's like being an empath. Animals come to you, you feel everything. All light has sensitive code to it. The magnetics around things. Phones always mess up around me. Just odd happenings. And I don't call them odd anymore. I love who I am. Be proud to be an empath. Don't be ashamed of what the vibration as being like a star seed here. You're here to raise this vibration of this beautiful planet up so we can all bring this planet up and wake up the people and bring back the truths of who we really are and remember who we are and what we came here to do. We all have a purpose here. Never remove yourself from that. I'll share more of these later. If anybody is enjoying these, let me know. I enjoy talking about empaths and everything about empaths because it's been my whole entire life. Hope you enjoyed my little quick video, and I hope it helps you out. If anybody has any questions, please hit me up and I'll share more, and it'll kind of help lead where we need to grow grow and how we need to bloom and blossom with each other as a beautiful children of the garden in this garden that we are growing together. Have a wonderful day. It's gorgeous out.